Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim wa sallallahu ala Sayyidina Muhammadin wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wa sallam. Welcome to week 3 of the Blessed Fast. May God keep us all strong and keep our intentions right. Don't fail and don't flail in this middle time of the month. You've got to cross the hump and you've got to have the strength to finish the marathon and to go all the way. You don't want to lose the blessing of this month, the infinite blessing of this month, because of our own human failures. At-Tirmidhi transmits to us in a hadith that has a good chain, Hasan, sanad, that the Messenger of God said, رَغِمَ أَنْفُ رَجُلٍ دخل عليه رمضان ثم انسلخ قبل أن يغفر له. He said, may the nose of a man be rubbed in the dirt, may he be humiliated, whom the month of Ramadan comes upon and then passes without his having been forgiven, meaning that he didn't do it, or he failed to keep to it without a valid excuse. So we have got to hold to this marathon. We've got to keep that rhythm up to the end of the month. It's not difficult to do. Do not become tired. Do not give up hope. The Prophet also said, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, warning us, "Man aftara yawman min Ramadan في غير رخصة رخصها الله له لم يقضي عنه صيام الدهر." That whoever stops fasting a single day of Ramadan without a license that God has given to him, such as bad health or such as traveling, will not be able to make it up even if he fasts all of time, if he fasts every single day for the rest of his life. Of course, when we break the fast, there is a kafara, there is an atonement to be done. But don't ever think that that atonement takes the place of your actually fasting that day. So God enable us to hold diligently to the standards that the Prophet and that God have set for us in this month. God says in the Quran, يُرِيدُ اللَّهُ بِكُمُ الْيُسْرَ وَلَا يُرِيدُ بِكُمُ الْعُسْرَ. God wills for you ease, and He doesn't will for you difficulty. So although the fasting is not easy, and although you've now been at it for 2 weeks, and it may seem that the remainder is impossible, it's not. And God wills for you in this ease and facilitation, and if you hold to it with a good intention, it will be just that. It will be facilitated bi'idhnillahi ta'ala. The Messenger of God said in a hadith transmitted by Muslim, إِذَا صَلَّيْتَ الصَّلَوَاتِ الْمَكْتُوبَاتِ وَسُمْتَ رَمَضَانَ وَأَحْلَلْتَ الْحَلَالَ وَحَرَّمْتَ الْحَرَامَ دَخَلْتَ الْجَنَّةِ. That if you will pray the prescribed prayers, the 5 daily prayers, and fast Ramadan, and you declare the halal to be halal, and you declare what is forbidden to be forbidden, you will enter the garden. So may we take the remainder of this month in great earnest. The Messenger of God said in a hadith transmitted to us in Muslim, إذا صليت الصلوات المكتوبات وصمت رمضان وأحللت الحلال وحرمت الحرام دخلت الجنة. If you will pray the prescribed prayers, the 5 daily prayers, and fast Ramadan, and you declare the halal to be halal and the haram to be haram, you will enter the garden. This is not a difficult proposition. So this is what we have to hold to, and we have to finish fasting this month in the best of fashions, bi'idhnillahi ta'ala. In another hadith transmitted in Muslim, the Messenger said, sallallahu alayhi wasallam, as-salawatul khamsu wal jumu'atu ila al-jumu'ati wa ramadanu ila ramadan مكفرات ما بينهن إذا اجتنب الكبائر. That the 5 daily prayers, one Jumu'ah to another, one Friday prayer to another Friday prayer, a Ramadan to the next Ramadan, they are atonements for what is between them, as long as the major wrongs, the major sins are avoided. So we ask God to enable us to finish this month in the greatest of conditions. We are enjoined to be generous in this month and to give. And perhaps now, as we close the month, this is one of the most important avenues of success. Increase your good deeds. Increase your giving. This will make it lighter for you. This will make it more beneficial for you. And so keep giving and know that your giving will always be returned to you. The Prophet said, sallallahu alayhi wasallam, ما من يوم يصبح العباد فيه إلا ملكان ينزلان فيقول أحدهما اللهم أعطي منفقا خلفا ويقول الآخر اللهم أعطي ممسكا تلفا. There is no day in which the servants of God enter the dawn, enter the morning, begin the day, but that 2 angels come down from heaven. One of them says, God, give to the person who spends freely a replacement. Replace the wealth that they spent with wealth that is greater. You do not go broke through charity. You do not go broke through acts of giving for the sake of God. In fact, you get a bonus for that, as this hadith indicates. And the other one says, God, give ruin to the person who withholds. So we don't want to withhold anything. We want to give freely and to give more and more as this great month comes to its completion. God says in the Quran, من يشفع شفاعة حسنة يكن له نصيب منها ومن يشفع شفاعة سيئة يكن له كفل منها وكان الله على كل شيء مقيتا. Whoever mediates in a good cause will share in its reward, and whoever mediates in an evil cause will share in its burden. God watches over all things. This is a beautiful verse, and this is a verse that in my own life changed my life. It means that you have to find the good cause and you have to support it. And when it says here to mediate in a good cause, the verb that is used here is shafa'ah, which is the verb from which we get intercession. Literally, this verb means to make an even number, from shafa', which is an even number, as opposed to witr, which is an uneven number. So the idea here metaphorically is that when you find someone by themselves or alone, or an organization on their own doing good, you become the second party. You make it an even number by joining your hand to theirs. This is what this mediation means. Take the hand of the person who is doing good and help them to complete that good bi-idhnillahi ta'ala. Whoever mediates in a good cause, who takes part in it, who adopts it as his or her own, will share in its reward. And whoever does that for an evil cause will share in its burden. God watches over all things. God has power over all things. So let us end this beautiful month with greater generosity and greater giving than we had before. Wassalamu alaikum.